I've been using the Apple Watch Ultra since its launch, and my conclusion with it is that the Apple Watch Ultra is not for everybody, that's for sure, but it definitely is for a lot of people. That's why in this video, I wanted to give you 5 reasons on why you might need an Apple Watch Ultra. Stay tuned till the end. The 5th reason is probably my favorite reason out of all of them. All right, let's start off with the first one, which is the design. Now, I've been loving the design of the Apple Watch Ultra. These 49mm are simply so large, and they make the experience on actually using an Apple Watch actually useful. You know, with the Apple Watch Series 8, with the implementation of the keyboard and the larger icons, now that was obviously, and it's still obviously, a great feature. Now, by no means I'm saying that the design of the Apple Watch Series 8 is too small, that the icons, the keyboard are not tappable. All I'm saying is that the icons, the buttons of the Apple Watch Ultra are so easy to navigate, they're all so large that it just makes you want to use the Apple Watch Ultra to reply to messages, just to navigate overall throughout the UI. Now, the Apple Watch Ultra got bulkier, thicker, and I love that. It just looks like such a premium device, such a device that is just ready to adventure. The action button on the side, I gotta say, I haven't really been using it as much as I thought I would be. Right now, I actually have it turned on. So, you know, whenever I tap it, I take a photo right on my wrist cam, which is super, super useful. The one and only camera for the Apple Watch. And by the way, talking about wrist cam, the Apple Watch Ultra is the watch that wrist cam needed. It just feels like so good. They just feel like they were made for each other. My second reason are the speakers. Now, the Apple Watch throughout the years, the speaker has been getting so much louder, so much more crisp, and it makes you want to obviously reply to phone calls throughout your day. Now, if you're in a really busy area, like a city with a lot of construction work, whatever, now the speaker on a Series 8 is really loud, but on the Ultra, it is so loud that whenever somebody calls you, it's really no hesitation on getting your phone or getting your Apple Watch. It just makes so much more sense now to actually pick up a phone call on the Apple Watch because of how loud it actually is. Before I continue with the reasons, don't forget that this video is a continuation from my Apple Watch Ultra review. It's honestly my favorite video I've ever made. In my review, I interviewed pro athletes, I interviewed a professional diver to give their thoughts on the Apple Watch Ultra, and our conclusion at the end of that video might really surprise you. So watch that after you hear the 5 reasons. Okay, back to the video. My third reason, and it might sound kind of obvious, but it's ready for adventure. It's got such a robust design that it's just built obviously for adventure. So it's an Apple Watch that is so incredibly durable that I never need to worry about banging it if I go hiking, if I go up to 100 meters in the ocean. It's an Apple Watch, it's a piece of tech that it doesn't feel like a piece of tech, because usually tech is really fragile, and the Apple Watch Ultra is by no means fragile. I've backed it so many times. It's perfectly fine. Like, it doesn't even have a scratch, and I've been using it for a lot of months now, which is super impressive. It feels brand new. My 4th reason is that it's an Apple Watch. You know, in my Apple Watch Ultra review, which once again, if you haven't checked it out, links in the description, I said that it's a great competitor to Garmin. Maybe it's still not up there in certain things, but the most important thing is that the Apple Watch Ultra, apart from being a super durable, a super technological sports watch, it does so much things. It's a dive computer. What's most importantly is that it's an Apple Watch. So the same watch that you're using on your diving adventures, the same watch that you're using to hike a bunch of mountains, the same watch that you're doing all this crazy stuff, is also an Apple Watch. An Apple Watch to get all of your notifications, all of your health metrics, all of those activity rings, all of those heart rate notifications, all of those phone calls. As obvious as this sounds, tell me a sports watch, tell me a smartwatch that does that. A smartwatch and a sports watch that is so technologically advanced that is also a really good smartwatch. There's no competitor that does this so well as the Apple Watch. My fifth reason on why you need an Apple Watch Ultra is because of the battery life. Now, in my review, I said that it's not enough for most pro athletes. You know, Garmin's are lasting a week and a half without needing a charge. Now, here's the thing. As I said, my fourth reason is that it's an Apple Watch and a sports watch. And the battery that Apple has put into the Apple Watch Ultra is the best battery life ever on any Apple device itself. Like, it lasts so long. And here's the thing. Sometimes I go out on a weekend somewhere, I go traveling somewhere, or either I go to my family's summer house, whatever. My favorite thing about it is that during the weekends, I don't even bring an Apple Watch charger. It lasts from Friday to probably Sunday night. And that, for me, as an Apple Watch user, as an Apple Watch fanatic, an Apple Watch that lasts so much longer than an Apple Watch Series 8 or an SE. I'm not comparing it to the Garmin's right now, but if you're comparing it to an Apple Watch, and if you are an Apple Watch fan, and if you love the Apple Watch, having a battery that lasts so freaking long is just amazing. Now that my 5 reasons on why you need an Apple Watch Ultra are over, now you need to watch my Apple Watch Ultra review.